Morning. Ooh, plug in the heat. 10 degrees warmer in here. It's 20 outside. So it's just me, Brad, and BJ for a little bit. Dad might join us later on this evening. Plan is we're gonna go run some corn. So Brad took the last truck from yesterday in that we had loaded. I don't know where BJ is, but I'm gonna go start all the trucks, get the combine out and fuel it up. As soon as BJ gets here, I'm ready to roll. Want to get that dryer fired up early this morning because we're probably gonna run for a few hours. Then we're gonna be done for a few hours, and then we're gonna run for a few hours. So I didn't do much filming yesterday, but we hauled corn out of here. We hauled 8 loads to make space for today. So we should be able to run pretty good today. Tomorrow we might have, tomorrow might be an issue. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I think we'll be okay, but it's gonna be one of them deals where we run a little bit and then have to check a lot of bins. So that fuel pump over there is froze up. I don't know if the water separator is froze, but Thunder Wagon's still working, so we're still getting fuel. Say when the sun hits that tank, it'll probably work fine, but she ain't doing anything at the moment. Getting our ducks in a row. So after we get back up there, we're gonna head down the combines, but I had a tragedy happen. I dumped my coffee in the driveway. I drank none of it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Morning! How's everybody doing this morning? You got some spots on the lens. Let me get that. Any better? Yeah, it's still a little dirty. Yeah, a little better. See, you guys thought my windows were dirty. It's just the camera lens. Get old Brian. Tell him to clean some stuff up every once in a while, huh? Yeah. Anyway, good morning. It's the 3B show today. Brian, BJ, and Brad. Dad is not with us today. He's taking care of Mom. He's spending some time with her this week. She's had a little bit of a rough week. She fell over the weekend, and Dad's where he needs to be. So we're trying to get some corn off this morning. I think he's going to come down and join us this afternoon and maybe get into some beans if this frost burns off. Got some rain the other day, so that slowed it down a little bit. Yeah, we got like 100 acres of corn to go, and we're going to try to put a hurting on that this morning. We're not going to get 100 acres done before lunch, but we'll see what we can do. If we can get, I think Brad could probably get 95 done. No problem. It's 9 o'clock, yeah. Three hours, we can get 95 done. No big deal.
There's the remnants of my coffee. But looky there, looky there. Hey, that ain't an extra large.
It's a large.
But I said extra large.
If you eat or drink extra larges, you become extra large. So you can have a large.
Wow. Get in the combine. No, we're gonna have some eye candy today. Come on, Levy. Hi. Oh, you got money?
Yeah. You want a marker? Dad, show us a marker.
It's right there in that cup. So this corn head folds and unfolds very slow. And a lot of people have asked, well, why can't the corn head company do something, or what's going on there, or why does it do that? Well, it's not on the corn head side of things, it's on the AGCO side of things, and that's because The hydraulics that we are using to fold and unfold this corn head are the same hydraulics that are designed, I believe, to lift our reel on our bean head. So if you look at the reel on the bean head and look at the cylinders on it that lift it, very tiny compared to the cylinders that are folding and unfolding this head. So that's why it takes so long to fold and unfold. It's kind of a solution that works, but it's not what it's designed for, so that's why. There you go. Did you know that? Now you do.
I don't do it. Turn it on. So it can cut down all of these corn stalks.
Here you go, Mogi.
Yeah, Moby.
You guys leaving me?
Yeah.
Where's lunch?
Yeah.
I guess it's a little early still. Uh-oh, we're full. I think we'll make it to the end. Made it, but man, it was close.
Still a little frosty in some spots. I think the corn's pretty good. We're probably about 5 or 6 acres in this morning. Sounds like it's coming across the monitor pretty dry in the combine, so we might be able to stuff it straight in the bin instead of drying it. That'd be nice. Increase productivity drastically. The dryer that we use for this farm is a batch dryer, so we spent a long time waiting on it to dry, to complete its cycle and load out the next batch. All right, so it turns out the corn is under 16% moisture, which means it can go straight in the can instead of going through the dryer. So that will speed things up for us quite a bit. And yeah, hopefully get quite a few acres done today until we run out of space. Probably run out of space pretty soon because we didn't get as much hauled yesterday as we would have liked. Kind of had a couple minor mishaps at the grain bins as far as maybe starting some augers out of order and causing some usage for the Willinga grain pack. On the plus side, that thing is paying for itself pretty quickly. So, Willinga, that's where it's at. So I just finished watching the last video where we got started in the last cornfield for the year, and I want to address a couple things. The field that we were excited about seeing the difference between strip till and conventional till or no till didn't happen. Funny story, I looked in the ag leader system and it turns out I ended up strip tilling pretty much everything except for the end rows in that field. Totally misremembered how much I actually got done in that field. So we had like a 3-acre patch that was kind of inconclusive data because it was in one of the better ends of the field anyway. So no real comparison with strip till, conventional till, or no till. So there's that. Brian said something about being ready to combine for another 6 weeks in corn. Buddy, you have at it. You go right ahead, and I know what you're doing. We got a tile project coming and you're trying to get out of that, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll save a shovel for you. Anyway, it's about lunchtime. It's 11:42. 11:42, 18 minutes, and I will wither away to nothing. That's probably going to happen. So I don't think we're going to get food in 18 minutes. I don't know. Stay tuned. Well, hello there, dear. I wouldn't go back into that corn. She just waltzed right in there like she owned the place. And Brian will spook her out with the combine here in a little bit.
So we're breaking through the middle here and didn't quite make it. So we'll have to break through a few times. Usually I only scoot over, I don't know, 10 passes and then break through because you're going back and forth between the sides. You don't want to break through in the middle and keep going back and forth. It's just not efficient. So we'll have to do this a few more times today, hopefully. I say hopefully because that means we're still combining. Right now we've done 35 acres this morning. Everything's fairly full. The dryer's running. We're gonna go eat some lunch and let the dryer catch up. and then hopefully we can come back down here and do another 40-50 acres. That'd be great. We only have about 75 more acres. I don't think we're going to get it done. I think we have the ability to get it done, the capacity as far as combines and grain carts and everything, but the last 10 trucks that we dump, we're going to have to really be checking bins, moving stuff, putting corn here for now and then there for now, and it's probably going to take a whole morning just to dump the trucks, would be my guess. But we'll be very close after today to being done.
See the mountain of corn on the back of the Volvo? That's what happens when I try to answer YouTube questions.
I think you got that one full. A little bit too much on it, maybe. Alrighty. We'll be back to this eventually. It's getting tacky, like the combine ain't gonna get stuck, but these trucks might. So we gotta turn this field. It might get interesting. It's a long way to back down too. And we're a good 1.5 miles from the bins on a farm lane. Caught you working, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's what you say every time he comes in here and talk to me. He's in my spot.
You were sitting there, buddy.
You can sit there too, but it's about to rip.
See, you was defrosting. You was sitting over there. I'm sitting here getting unfrosted.
So after checking all the bins over here, right now we are roughly 7 trucks short from holding everything here. Doesn't mean we can even dump all those tonight. That's us cramming everything where it can be crammed. We're gonna go over to the other grain bins and check those to see if we can throw a couple trucks in there. If we can, we'll do that just to keep moving. Now I'm fairly certain everything's pretty full here. We can probably squeeze 2 loads into the big bin. We took a load out of it yesterday and there was a foot of room till we get to the roof. So probably be able to handle 2 loads. It will till it won't. But I need to check this number 2 bin, see where we're at on it. I think this one's full. Probably get 700 bushels or so in the top of this one. But we'll do that in the morning. Ain't gonna send Brad over here by himself to try to top a bin off. Kind of a 2-person job. Ah, squishy. So George is back here. He's gonna help Brad. Brad is dumping trucks and running the dryer. So thank you, George, for helping. Well, Dad's not here. But Brad's pretty much got all the trucks dumped. We ate a sandwich. Ate some chili, now we're going back to combines. So we'll at least be able to do another 25 acres. After that, space is going to be the issue, for sure. We can only dump about 2 more trucks here, maybe 3, and then 1 at the other bins. But that's going to leave like 6 or 7 trucks. Oh yeah, just about got them stuck. A little bit more rain and this won't go at all. It's greasy. It's not like we're going to sink in the tractor's kind of stuck, but those trucks aren't 4-wheel drive. I mean, they spin out real easy, and this is plenty soft through here. So we just did a live stream, and in that stream, we ended up having to cut it a little short. BJ started frantically waving his arms, and I thought something was wrong, but it turns out he just needed to talk to me on the CB. But anyways, in that stream, one of the main questions that I keep, and I've got this question quite a bit, is are we going to build more grain bins? Because this year we're low on space. That's not in our future, not in our immediate future, like in the next year. And because, for one thing, we have a bumper crop this year. Normally we can hold pretty much everything that we can store. So like I've said before in some of the other videos, the split farms, a lot of times we take those straight to town. If we started cash renting those farms, that would make a difference. We, maybe building our grain bin. Or if we picked up more land. But right now, Like this year we're going to be about 25, maybe 30,000 total bushels short on storage, which is a great problem to have. It's awesome. It's extra 25, 30,000 bushels. That's great. But if we were going to build another bin, I wouldn't want to build just a 30,000 bushel bin. I would want to build either an 80 or 100,000 bushel bin, because you only have so many footprints around your grain setup. So over there at the new setup, right beside the newer big bin, or just on the other side of the drag, we can park another one just like it, or one a little bit bigger. And I would like to do that someday, but like I said, we either need to consistently start raising 300 bushel corn, which I feel like we're a ways away from that at our farm and our situation, or we need like another, 400 or 500 acres of corn, or 200 or 300 acres of corn that we don't have right now. So that's where we're at on future bin progress. Another question I get all the time is, why not update this old setup? And I've said before in other videos, we don't own 100% of that farm. We own a percentage of this farm, and we own a percentage of those grain bins. The other person owns those bins. They have really no reason to invest any more money into them as long as they're doing what they are designed to do, and so far they do. They're just slow. So that's kind of why we have this slower setup and a faster grain setup, and why we haven't put any more money into like a new dryer or a faster leg here. I would love to someday, if I owned it all, put in 2 big bins, do away with all the smaller bins. Those are all really kind of smaller bins. In their time they were great, but now a 20,000 bushel bin's not really all that huge anymore. I would love to put up 2 big bins and a faster dryer and a big leg and a pit and just be done with it, but maybe someday. For now, we're going to make do with what we got and hopefully build a shop here in the near future, but I don't know, we'll see.
Hey, Brian.
That's a shame. That's all we got left. Last dump of the night, unfortunately. The cart's full, we're done. So we have roughly 16 acres left. So that won't take long tomorrow. We'll get that done pretty quick. The hard part's going to be finding room for it though. Alright, that's all the combine for the night. Go ahead and turn this thing off. So we are leaving the trucks down here. Or not the trucks, the equipment. We're leaving the combine, the tractor, taking 2 semis up. Brad went home a little bit ago, just me and BJ, so we'll be back in the morning. So like I've said, we're pretty full here. I need to climb the top of this bin, see if we can dump the dryer any tonight. I think the holding bins are all full, but maybe we can get a couple loads in here. I don't know, we need to check. I'm not taking you guys with me, it's cold, it's dark, you're not gonna be able to see anything anyways. A little full. Might have been pushing the envelope a little bit. We know it's full. That's a good way to check. I don't have to climb the ladder, neither do you. No.